Hey everyone, let me start by saying that this video is gonna be a follow-up video. Yes! I don't do this often because most of the stories I cover barely they kind of end after I make the video, but there's not much track left. There might be like a single statement after, I could make a 1 minute long video on that, maybe. But today, man, a lot came out. So I'll be talking about my video there a couple of days ago about the respect drama. And I'll start off by saying that back then, centuries ago, I was very indecisive because there simply wasn't enough evidence. There was a single tweet, but that was it. On the other hand, there was some weird lawyer linguistic phrasing in the statements that Dr. Respect made that made it feel like he couldn't fully outright deny it. However, now, just a few days after it started, the dam was broken. He's come out with another statement, a much bigger one, just spilling out everything. And basically, admitting it. To get across how insane this is, someone self-exposing themselves and accepting this shit, I've just summarized what he really said in the whole tweet. He starts off by admitting that he doesn't care about holding back and he wants to be honest and admit everything himself. Which I feel like that was an attempt to get across his truthful nature, not keeping anything secret. But honestly, to me, this feels like way more just someone so tired of all the drama and situation that he can't really muster up a better way to tackle this. He's just so sick to the streaming and the community and the stuff coming out about him. He much rather save the time by admitting himself because he's so indifferent to it. Then saying how he in the studio made the choice to have him step down. I should not drag down the entire team with the situation. Which to me honestly, I definitely believe that this whole saying had the potential to shatter them just completely. And I'll get into that later on the video. But then admitting softly going into by saying there was a minor he was talking with on Twitch Whispers, but that there wasn't any intention behind it. Purely meant to be relaxed conversations where nothing sexual was involved. Just friends being friends, yeah. And then hammering in, again, there was a civil dispute between him and Twitch, where it ended with settlement, and there wasn't any criminal charges on him. And honestly, that part, that was the real meat of the whole tweet, the whole statement mostly. Because then he moves on to the sympathy part that every single statement has, saying how it was immoral of him to do so, and he should have never started talking with her. Right before flipping a huge middle finger to everyone else, saying he doesn't care what all the other people are saying. And by other people, I mean every single big streamer you can imagine, every popular one, definitely there. I'm not kidding. There was a plethora of every popular streamer mentioning in a clip, more clips, all on a stream saying how they're completely shocked about it. Just like me, I stand with him as well, also as a big streamer. But in that paragraph, he actually goes insane. Tying back to what I said before, just him being so pissed, he just doesn't care. I guess you could say he's so cooked. The only people he really did care to apologize for was his fans and friends and his team. Right before flipping a middle finger to all the haters, one more time. And then ending it on a powerful finale saying he won't be leaving. He's not affected by this shit. He does not feel bad. He would never let the haters stop him from streaming, ever. Apart from a quick vacation real quick, but he'll be back after that. And as I've reread it, there was so much packed into it that actually felt unreal. Well, now that I've summarized it, I really hope I can get across how insane this is. Someone of this scale, self-sabotaging to this much. And honestly, my first video, there were parts from it that felt somewhat suspicious, but then nothing compared to this stuff now. Back then you could have debated on it, but now you have to be really milky-eyed to not see it and have it spelled out to your face. The key part that everyone pointed out and was really the last nail in the coffin was the part where he said these were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. You really can't take it in any other direction apart from just being self-admitting from himself. I think he really tried to cushion the blow by emphasizing how much he never wanted to go in set direction, but it doesn't help much because again, that sentence says otherwise. He completely contradicts the whole paragraph it ends with, saying it was purely meant for just mutual conversations, very relaxed. Sure, yeah, you said there's no meant to go in that direction, but we have the chat logs. Okay, we don't really, but at this point, it's such ash and rubble, I wouldn't be surprised if someone from Twitch actually came out with screenshots of what actually was said. In all honesty, I was expecting that to happen first instead of Dr. Respect writing a whole manifesto and giving up. Most people, so high up in streaming with a huge community, they would fight tooth and nail to make sure that stuff like this doesn't go anywhere. Anywhere. You would have to waterboard to get that stuff out of me. That's all I know, honey. Another part that gives it so much magnitude was the game studio he left behind, that he co-founded first, that being Midnight Society. Which, to be honest, that was actually announced before the statement. And now looking back, there was definitely foreshadowing of him writing this huge new testament. I initially saw that was a dispute where the people on the team were so worried about the scar this situation would give the company, or maybe even killing it, that they wanted to prevent that as soon as possible. Which now that I think about it, that would have been a struggle, having actual corporate espionage, trying to pull the rug under an actual co-founder. But no, he definitely made the decision with the team as well to have him step down. And this has nothing to do with the situation, but I think it's a very clear sign that streamers shouldn't get big stuff like this, like an actual game studio. Because as a streamer, your entire career is built on a very brittle spine, that being your reputation. vacation. And if that's really corrodes, you're likely damaging your studio by having people like not that willing to support them. Well, in this case, it's different because the doctor took a sledgehammer to that spine, destroying it. So now it's legitimately feel bad for all the people in the game studio. So, I mean, come on, it's never going to be associated with like that kind of figure after that. After that, where whatever project they work on next, it'll still have the memories of the dog still fresh with them. And that memory will last quite a while, but I think, honestly, he himself won't, because this will be the point where it just ends, or quits and not end, he's not gonna die. Not because of like how awful this shit is about him, but more so like how just fatigued he is. Well, if it wasn't in that statement clearly showcasing it, it was definitely in the stream beforehand, just in his face and his voice. We're now looking at it, it actually feels like the calm before the storm. Well, not that calm, because even then, like a few days ago, it was quite bad. But in comparison to today and that, yeah, it's pretty relaxed and it's just nice. Because he mentioned how he wants to go on a vacation in that and before on the other stream. And I think that will actually be the breaking point. Even after the holiday, no matter how nice it is, he still doesn't want you to get back into streaming. I mean, even that statement, if you look at it, he should like structure it way better to like minimize the damage and apologize way more. Instead of saying you in every other paragraph. Like, it just feels like way more emotional and explosive, which in my opinion, I'm not mad at, but that's probably like not the best way to like put your job on pause and leave on vacation after that. I think that's a very clear like evidence sign of like the pure anger he has for the community that's built up for so long that he just doesn't want to see them again. And if his words aren't enough evidence of that, I mean, just look at him on camera, how can you say I'm wrong?
You know how we run things here.
Those glasses are doing him wonders. Honestly, I feel like if you pull it out, you'd actually have like Brendan Fraser eyes, I'm not kidding. And even if he does come back, how does the connotation of a wife cheater and someone who talks to minors inappropriately, how good does that look on a very explosive person that doesn't enjoy streaming? Not very good, to the point that I can't really see like how you come back, as generic as that sounds. So yeah, my last words on this whole mess being that, very crazy chat, wow, crazy stream. I will see you guys next week, yeah? Somebody clipped that, put it on Twitter, wow, I mean, wow.